Here we are at Seven Maples Nature Area. This particular park here has all these little signs that have like storyboards and other little things like that, and it has a whole bunch of saffron trees, but I'm pretty sure they got hit with blight, because you'll see here in a minute. We're gonna go around the outskirts of the park first and then hit up the middle of the park. And here's a picture of that's what the inside of the park looks like. Trail system here. This is down 13th Street in Clintonville. And this yard that we're walking in now used to be somebody's house and yard, but they tore the house down, and they also refurbished the trail system in here. So there's a whole bunch of deer in here as well. I think there's like 10, 12 of them at one time. I'll come back later to go through the middle after I'm done with the outside. This park's actually one of the newer park systems they have in Clintonville. I think it was built right before COVID. Beautiful Friday afternoon. sumac trees, my bad. These little road maps are easy and convenient to see where you are in the park at all times. This is a butterfly garden. All these plants are meant to help the monarch and other species. Like I said before, I'm trying to make these videos so that it encourages people to come out and see these places and enjoy them for themselves in whatever way they see fit. And to bring popularity to these trail systems that Wisconsin has to offer, at least for the time being. At the end of summer, I might be moving to Oregon, which I'll continue to do the videos out there too. I'm gonna try hitting up as many places as I can while I have the time to do so. I might come out every 2 weeks or something like that, because right now I'm between jobs in a way. Wherever I'm not making enough money to actually barely pay my rent. So I figured this is a good outlet rather than focusing on all that, because as much as I try and try again, I just can't seem to find a place that's steady and likes me being there, whether it be due to weight related issues or not being able to click with the local mentality as much as they hope I do. I honestly don't know. But I figured doing a little bit of exercise, getting some vitamin D from the sunlight, and showcasing these beautiful areas is a perfect way to de-stress, decompress from stressful environments that people gotta be people at. This area of Wisconsin has a nice mixture of the sumac saffron trees and birch trees, pine trees, and cottonwood. Along with another couple of types of pines and or green trees like that, and conifers. We got cedar in some places. There's a place in Wapaka that has a really haunting birch tree forest to it. There's something about being in there in the middle of the night, whenever the moonlight bounces off of all this white bark here. It's a perfect spot to bring people if you want to have a good time trying to scare the daylights out of them. Bit of a trail diversion, but you can see what I'm talking about. Straight from sumac over to pine tree forest. Makes you feel you're in the middle of the desert. I'm not actually sure if these hammocks are for public use or if just someone just left them in here, but this is more of the Pigeon Lake mill pond, and as you can see, they're having a shoreline rehabilitation project. A great place to go fishing, like I said in the other video. And as you can see, there's lily pads for days in this area, so if you had a nice little kayak or boat, you could come over and find some really great fish to fry up in this nice little shallow area. And as I said in the other video as well, this is on the other side of the river from where I was filming the other trail, those Pigeon River trails. It's a great place to come out and relax, enjoy the daylight, and like I said, not too many ticks or mosquitoes out here that I've noticed. In fact, I've never actually gotten a tick in this park once. There's always a first time for everything. And as you can see, there's just absolutely beautiful sights out from the lake to enjoy. And just to capture the beauty of the area. Then you got some horsetails down here. Yeah, they're horsetails. A little drinking straw thing that you can turn into something. I'm pretty sure they're edible if you really, really wanted to. And they're kind of forager beware. I'm not even sure what kind of flower that is. It's probably a weed. Back up the trail. Didn't go far. Whole bunch of horsetail. This is one of those perfect parks to bring your mountain bike into and just kind of go. Although you might want to get rid of the tree. It might swat you in the face. And some of these trails are a little bit impromptu, put together. I'm gonna call it quits right here because I'm not that athletic anymore to be jumping over stones. I'll meet up with it on the other side whenever I get there. To be honest, I think what the old property owner did before donating it to the city of Clintonville was beekeeping. Because this is what the trail that we're walking on right now is what he used to only mow his lawn. And that same circle and leave everything just as long as it is now, like it is already. It used to be back in my youth one of those places that you would dare your friends to kind of walk in on, because not only did he have all the other stuff I mentioned before, but it also looked like it was hooked up for a major paintball field as well. This is a better idea, I think, for using the lot. The section that we're in right now is a storyboard trail. But right now they have quotes of encouragement on there to get people to come in here for like fitness and jogging and all sorts of other activities like mountain biking, fat tire biking, cross-country skiing in the winter. This is the other side of that trail. Just go up here real quick. Obviously, everyone that views these videos on YouTube, which I hope they do, can come here and film their own video, whether it be better or worse, just as long as it's showcasing a lot of that. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the other side of that. This wonderful little set of trails that we got going on here. There's some stuff in the water down here, but you're not going to be able to see it on camera. Dock and pole holders. And that's the other side over there that I started off yesterday. On the other side of the river. This side of the river gets better fish than that side because there's a lot of bow fishermen on their kayak that like to come on this side of the river and spear their fish. And as you can see, there's a hut some of the neighborhood kids made to get out of the rain if they're over here hanging out. We'll explore it all the time. It's a little bit, it has a little bit of a less access point to it. So you can kind of barely get in here for any type of fishing. Anyways, this is the side that has better fish. All these little holes for all different kinds of woodland creatures. There's one on the stump over there too. Let me see if that's one. No, it's just looks like a mouse on the rock. There's one. Chipmunk. And I think I'm going to have to backtrack back to the other trail. That's what the video is for. You said anybody with a hatchet or machete or some sort of weed whacking tool and clear up these things, please feel free to come in here and have your time pruning if that's what you're into. This trail has officially ended in the middle of nowhere. And I am officially lost in the forest. Not for real, but because over there's the street. Just don't want to go through their backyard. So we'll take our time going back this way. You can tell these pine trees been here a while. I won't backtrack where I was and continue on. It's not too far away. That's a large sea rock. Oh, there's a car behind me. This is just an absolutely wonderful area. This nice little hole in the wall place. I think my next video will probably be about Hatton Park in New London. We got some decent trails going through their system over there. And again, ode to the Wisconsin tradition of half-assing everything, because we can. This whole thing right here really isn't kosher in my book to putting a whole entire gravel thing together. It's just not good for people that are uneasy on their feet. There's a little blurb down there. I'll get a close-up of it. But that tree branch is pointed way back whenever the Native Americans ended up needing a pointer tree to show them where to go. A little bit of history on myself. My father is from the Fox Cities area, and my mother is from Iowa, and her brother is from Texas because her mom is from Iowa and her dad is from Texas. So I got some good old family traditional values from all that. The family doesn't really get together too much anymore because generations are a little staggered. All my cousins are either under 5 or 10 or over 36, and I'm here at 31, so. And then my grandfather on my mom's side, the one from Texas, his family didn't have children every single generation like normal people. They kind of waited 30 to 40 some odd years before they had children. So at least on 1/4 of my heritage, go back 6 generations and you're hitting the 1600s. Which is pretty cool in my book. I myself and don't have any children just yet, but my younger brothers do. They're all the same age as their cousins, but like I said, one lives 2 hours away, another lives 5 hours away. The others are all the way over in Oregon. And one lives in Pella and pretends that we don't exist sometimes. But he's got his own thing going on. He's busy running the store. So if I want to visit him, all I gotta do is pop in there and buy a dog treat. My aunt runs the South 40 in Shawano, the feed mill for, it's the smaller feed mill in Shawano. It's not the big elevator. And he's learning as much as the business as he can, because he didn't have a proper job like most people. His mom's handing the house down to him, and he's a little bit more on the privileged side of things, but again, he's still as local can get around Pella. His name's Wheeler Teskey. His dad has other children, but he doesn't acknowledge them as his sibling at all. He doesn't pay too much mind to how they're doing, because they got their own life going on. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. That's not to make any of this message negative, I'm just telling the truth. If any of you see this video, I'm sure I'll get an earful for it later. Because like I said, if it comes to cameras and whatnot, people around here get a little bit touchy. Especially when it comes to saying stuff about him, which really isn't that bad. I'm talking about. I mean, he owns a store. His mom does. It's their thing. I've worked there a couple of times. I've mixed the feed together, and I've set up the greenhouse at least once. And we sold out all the plants and flowers and stuff. during the COVID. And that was actually a really fun experience. I got one more trail in here to find, and I think we're all good. The Pine Ridge Trail needs help. That one just ends up in the middle of nowhere. There goes a deer. There's a couple of the whitetails down there. Here's one. Never know when they're hiding in here. if you can see it on camera or not. Back in the trees there where it ran. I'm staring at it right now. This is one of their favorite little spots to hang out. Also up in that guy's yard where he's mowing his lawn. I like to hang out in there too. There's a golf course on the other side of this too. It's kind of up the street, over in that direction. I can't see that. I think that's a good place to stop the video. Giving you guys some bonus footage.